What's going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and that was a really interesting showing by Nintendo. But you gotta hand it to them. Those guys know how to really hit the nostalgia factor and hit that inner child in us all. Well, at least me. I'm a kid inside. I can't help it. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to give you guys my reactions and highlights from Nintendo's Direct at E3 2015. Now, the first big thing I want to talk about is the first game that they showed right out of the gate, and that is the Star Fox Wii U game. You get a title, it's called Star Fox Zero, and they gave us a release window of holiday 2015. It does suck that we're not getting an official release date, but what can you do? At least it's coming out this year. They also showed off some gameplay, and in seeing this game, it just doesn't seem like the Star Fox game we were all hoping for. It was just kind of, okay, it's Star Fox. I think the biggest disappointment about this game is the fact that they showed off it using motion controls. Now, they didn't say that motion controls were required or optional, but they showed the motion controls. And the way it works is that on the TV, you have the main typical Star Fox view, third person, you can see your ship, that's how you move. On the gamepad though, it's like a cockpit view in a first person shooter type view in the starship, and you use that to aim. And I'm just thinking, how do I look at the TV, see where I'm going, and look at the gamepad? I don't have enough eyes for this. Please. No, I don't want this. So I really hope that there's an option to play the game without motion controls, because if you don't have to use motion controls, the game does look like it could be fun. And like I said, it's been a while since I played a Star Fox game, so I would like to try one out again and see if it's as fun as I remember. And it's not going to be that fun in motion controls, I'll tell you that. The other thing that I thought was really interesting about the game is that the graphics weren't good at all. Now, I know the Wii U is not the most powerful console by far, but the Wii U can produce some really good looking games, and there's some really awesome, beautiful looking games already on the Wii U that are available. And Star Fox just kind of looked like a not very good looking game. I mean, I would say it almost looked like the Star Fox 64 just with textures. Another awesome game that we got to see more of was Yoshi's Woolly World. And every time I see this game more and more, especially watching some more and more of the gameplay, the more I want this game. And I'm like 95% sold on it after seeing it today. This game just looks like it's going to be a ton of fun, and you cannot deny the cuteness level of this game. The cuteness factor is over 9,000. This is so darn cute. One of the cool things that I really love about the game is just all the textures, the way it looks, and it looks like it's gonna have some great platforming, and it looks like Yoshi's Island, the gameplay from what we saw today. I'm excited to play this game, and I'm really thinking I'm gonna pick it up day one. Now, Nintendo showed off quite a few 3DS titles, and one of them was The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. And this is a game that I don't think anyone saw coming. It's basically a multiplayer Zelda where you can play 3 people, you and 2 other friends, work together to solve puzzles and play through a Zelda game. Now, I think this game looks really cool. It has the same art style as A Link Between Worlds, which is already out on the 3DS. I like the idea of a multiplayer Zelda. It's nice to see them go back to that, because the last one was 4 swords, but it was a lot harder to do portable multiplayer back then, and now it's super easy with the 3DS. So I think this game will work, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this game. And it's certainly a game that came out of left field. Didn't see this one coming. Another cool looking 3DS game, which we already knew about and it was coming to the US, was Yokai Watch. And for those of you that don't know what this game is about, it's basically Pokemon, but with like ghost monsters. And he uses a watch to do stuff. I'll be honest, I don't fully understand it either, but I know it's a really good developer. It's the same developer that made Ni no Kuni, which got really good reviews. People really enjoyed that game. So I expect this to be a good game, and I want to try it out. I think it looks interesting. I'm intrigued by it, and I don't know, I'm a fan of those types of games. Another new title that didn't see coming at all was a new Mario RPG for the 3DS. And this one's called Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. And this one is a mix between like Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo and Paper Mario, because they've got multiple characters from both of them coming together in the same game. So you've got like a normal 3D Mario, then you got a Paper Mario, Paper Luigi, regular Luigi. It's crazy, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun. And again, this is a new title. I don't think anyone saw this coming. I think it's going to be a fun mashup, and fans of either of those games who enjoy Mario RPGs, I think they're going to like this one. Now, this next 3DS game really got me excited when I saw the title, because it's a new Metroid game. But it's not the Metroid game we all thought we would get. This one's called Metroid Prime Federation Force, and it's a first-person shooter Metroid game that's got multiplayer and no Samus. Metroid, no Samus. It's really weird, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really wanted a new shooter on the 3DS to play, and I think this one's going to hit the spot. You can play 3v3 multiplayer battles, you can co-op with your friends to blast aliens and stuff, and they even had this weird sports ball soccer-like multiplayer mode, which I don't even understand. And to be honest, if this game wasn't a Metroid game, I think it would be more well received than it currently is. But having Metroid on the title, we're just like, what? How is this Metroid? I mean, it does have that Metroid Prime look in terms of that first-person perspective and you're shooting and stuff, but I don't get it. Regardless, I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to play it because it just looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, the last big title that they showed off, again, we already knew about it, but now it's got a new name, Super Mario Maker. And this is a game, again, the more I see of it, the more I'm like, this is really cool. I think Mario Maker is gonna be a huge hit. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy this game because it's user-generated content, and you can play other people's levels online, you can try out your friends' levels. It's gonna be a lot of fun, kind of like the Little Big Planet for Mario. I like the idea of it, and you can do some really cool things. I think the coolest thing from this presentation when they showed off this game was that the original creators of Mario were talking about how they had created the original Mario and how they do level design. And they showed pictures, old pictures on graph paper of how they literally drew out those levels for the original Mario game. And that was so cool. It was just so cool to hear them talk, so cool to see that process and learn how Mario was originally created all those years ago. Now, the last big highlight of Nintendo's showing was at the very end, and it was this montage of a bunch of Nintendo fans playing and singing Mario songs, mostly that main theme song from Mario. And just watching it and seeing everyone just so happy and hearing that music, it kind of hit me in the feelers a little bit. It really did. And I'm not gonna lie about that. It hit me. And the reason why it hit me is because Nintendo has been around my entire life. I grew up on Nintendo. Playing Super Mario was the first game I ever played and is the reason why I fell in love with video games. And just thinking back that Mario's been out for 30 years. This is Mario's 30th anniversary. And just hearing the music, I don't know. Just thinking about all of that. And the reason why I love video games and have played video games for so long, Nintendo's such an important game company for me, and I will never give up on Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo fanboy at heart, and I love them. I can't help it. Overall, I think Nintendo had a good showing. Not a great showing, not an amazing showing, just good. And I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me from this showing was the fact that there wasn't a lot of new Wii U titles or unexpected support for the Wii U. And I think what this tells me is that Nintendo realizes that the Wii U it's a failure, let's be honest. 10 million units sold in almost 3 years now? That's not good. That's bad. That's really bad. As I said before, I love Nintendo and I want to see them succeed. So I think they've just realized that we've got to be done with the Wii U. Let's move on. We've got some bigger and better things. Let's focus on that. And that's where all the new resources are going. So I thought it was a little bit telltale about it. Still, I'm very excited for some of those games that they showed, and I can't wait to try them out. But I want to hear from you guys. So what did you guys think about Nintendo's press conference and some of those crazy games that they announced, especially for the 3DS? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, I sure hope you hit that subscribe button for lots of more E3 talk and video games heading your way. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget about Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and hit that button down below.